fifth straight Octagon victory as he looks to rudely welcome Eddie Alvarez, winner of 25 career fights, 16 by knockout, to the UFC. And the brash, but thus far unbeaten Irish sensation, Conor McGregor, winner of 11 straight bouts, fights for the first time here in Las Vegas against Dustin the Diamond Poirier, who's coming off his own fight of the night performance and plans on shutting up McGregor and winning his fourth straight fight. We'd like to send out a special welcome to our UFC Fight Club members and thank our UFC sponsors. Bud Light, the perfect beer for whatever happens. Harley Davidson, host the biggest bash with UFC and Harley Davidson that your town has ever seen. Enter now at h-d.com/UFC. Metro PCS, nationwide 4G LTE, riding on the T-Mobile network for $40 period. And Muscle Farm, fueling athletes safely. And now, to get the official weigh-ins for UFC 178 underway, here is John Anik.
What is up, Las Vegas, Nevada? It is great to be here. How about a hand for our Octagon girls, Brittany Palmer, Chrissy Blair, and Vanessa Hansen. UFC President Dana White is in the building. Our chairman and CEO is Lorenzo Fertitta. The best matchmaker in the world is Joe Silva. The veteran voice of the Octagon, Bruce Buffer. And bringing up the rear is Burt Watson. Let's begin with a UFC Fight Pass prelim in the bantamweight division. Manbull, the Anvil Gamborian, versus Cody, the Renegade Gibson. and a half. 135 and a half for Gibson. And his opponent making his bantamweight debut, Manbull Gamborian. $135 and a half for Manbull Gamborian. All right, our next bout is in the lightweight division. John the Super Saiyan Tuck versus Kevin the Motown Phenom Lee. $155 and a half for Kevin Lee. And his opponent, John Tuck. 155 for John Tuck. All right, now we get to the UFC 178 prelims on Fox Sports 1. First up in the welterweight division, John Doomsday Howard versus Brian Bad Boy Eversole.
Hold on, man. Don't move, man. Hold on. 170 and a half.
170 and a hook for Brian Eversole. And his opponent, John Howard. $170 for John Howard. All right, staying in the welterweight division, Patrick the Predator Cote versus Stephen Wonderboy Thompson. $170 for Stephen Thompson. And his opponent is a former middleweight title challenger, Patrick Cote.
$170 and a half.
170 and a half for Patrick Cote. Next bout is in the lightweight division. Jorge Gamebred Masvidal versus the James Krause. 155 for James Krause. And his opponent, currently ranked number 12 in the world, Jorge Masvidal.
$155.
155 for Gamebred. All right, next up it is our featured prelim in the bantamweight division. Dominic the Dominator Cruz versus Takeya Mizugaki. $136 for Takeya Mizugaki. And his opponent, please welcome back the former UFC bantamweight champion, Dominic Cruz. $134 for Dominic Cruz. And now we get to the main card for UFC 178 on pay-per-view. First up in the women's bantamweight division, Alpha Cat Zingano versus Amanda the Lioness Nunes. The number one ranked women's bantamweight contender, Cat Zingano. we have got a good one in the middleweight division. Tim Kennedy versus Yoel Soldier of God Romero. $185 for Yoel Romero. And his opponent is ranked number 6 in the world, Tim Kennedy. $185 for Tim Kennedy. And with that backdrop, we get to a featured bout in the featherweight division. Dustin the Diamond Poirier versus the notorious Conor McGregor. $146 for Conor McGregor. And his opponent, ranked number 5 in the world, Dustin Poirier. the co-main event in the lightweight division, Donald Cowboy Cerrone versus Eddie Alvarez. First fighter to the scale, making his UFC debut, Eddie Alvarez. $155 for Eddie Alvarez. And his opponent, Donald Cowboy Cerrone. $155 for Donald Cerrone. All right, now it's time to take a closer look at the two men who tomorrow night will fight for the UFC Flyweight Championship of the World. Take a look. Chris Cariaso.
My goal in life is always to be the best at what I do, and I'm going to be the champion. I feel like I'm the champion already, and it's a dangerous person to have in front of you.
Chris Cariaso is a threat to anyone at flyweight. And what Cariaso brings into this fight that makes it dangerous is his belief in himself and knockout power. And that's something that Mighty Mouse Johnson has to be acutely aware of when he attempts to defend his title.
Every single time you step in the octagon, you have to be on. It just takes one time when you're off and you lose. And then you're back to square one again. And each time I fight, I want to be my best.
Everything he does is world-class. Picks him up, throws him down. Big shot. Unbelievably fast. Wow. Oh, my God. Oh, he hurt him.
I'm going to keep on knocking him down, man.
He's unstoppable.
That's cleaning out the division right there.
Demetrius Johnson may very well be the best fighter on earth. He's technically the most sound fighter in the UFC. If Chris Cariaso tries to go technique to technique, I think he's going to be outgunned. But Cariaso knows that he has the power to knock out anyone at 125 pounds.
Big right hand for Cariaso. Chris Cariaso.
I have to hurt him. Anything I can do to hurt this guy, this is going to win me this fight.
It only takes one punch in a fight where you're out. So can I make sure I use my athletic ability and my technical side to get this W? We're going to find out.
I'm feeling stronger than ever, and I want that belt around my waist.
First fighter to the scale, the challenger, Chris Kamikaze Cariaso.
124 and a half.
124 and a half for Chris Cariaso. And his opponent is the undisputed UFC flyweight champion of the world, Demetrius Mighty Mouse Johnson.
$124 and a half.
124 and a half for Demetrius Johnson. All right, I'm here with the challenger, Chris Cariaso. At least according to Vegas, they're not giving you much of a shot here. What type of performance is it going to take to beat Demetrius Johnson here tomorrow night?
I'm in the best shape of my life. I'm ready to go out there and put 100% out there and take this title from Demetrius.
Congratulations on the opportunity. Best of luck here tomorrow night. All right, here is arguably the best fighter on the planet, ladies and gentlemen, Demetrius Mighty Mouse Johnson. You've dominated this 125-pound division. How does this latest challenger stack up as you try to keep the throne?
You know, it's another great challenge, but, you know, I'm always on every time I fight, and we're going to make it happen at the parties at Chateau. Thanks, everybody, coming out. Let's get it. Woo!
Can't wait to see your champion, Demetrius Johnson. All right, thank you all for coming out. That makes it official. We hope to see you right back here at the MGM Grand for the fights tomorrow night.
I'm gonna be the champion. I feel like I'm the champion already, and it's a dangerous person to have in front of you.
He's gonna hit the switch. Oh! Wow! He's got knockout power.
It only takes one punch, then you're out.
Oh! Just like that!
Every single time you step in the octagon, you have to be on.
How good is this? He could be the best pound-for-pound fighter on earth.
I have to hurt him.
Oh, look out. Can he get the knockout?
We're gonna find out.
He's dominant.
Oh, my God!
He's feared.
Oh!
He's a champion. And now, he's in the UFC.
I'm here to win, I'm here to be dominant, and I'm here to be the champion of the UFC.
Eddie Alvarez to face his biggest challenge yet.
I will literally fight anybody.
Lightweight contender Donald Cerrone
Oh, that's it. It's over.